Hello. So today I want to tell you about a fantastic puzzle game for 1 to 4 players, and that is Umbrealla. Not to be confused with Agueda, which is also an Umbrella themed game that came out around the same time. But this one is Umbrealla, and it is very puzzly. So every player is going to get their own board. And then depending on how many people you have, you will set them up in front of each person. And there will be potentially this big central area and then these other little areas off to the side that are all going to hold umbrellas. And it does vary based on player count, but essentially there's going to be different umbrellas out here in each of these locations. And the number and things like that will, switch around depending on how many people you have playing. And umbrellas come in 4 colors: red, yellow, blue, and green. So get a yellow one out there. And then you also have a spot at the bottom of your individual player board where some umbrellas are going to go. And if you are playing solo, then you will have more around here. So there's also some variable setup, which is great because then it stays fresh. You have different sides of these objectives. One is a little bit easier, one is a little bit more difficult, and it will slot here into your board. And you are going to try to accomplish these. And when you do, you get endgame points in addition to the patterns that you create. So then you are going to set up your board according to the dots that are on it, showing you what colored umbrellas are going to go where. Because this basically means you can't pre-set up a super advantageous way for yourself that wouldn't be fair to others. So everybody's board is a little bit different in the way that it is set up, but everybody will have a mandated starting setup like this. And then you will have some of these different formation tiles on your board, and you will see there is a star on the tile, and there's also corresponding stars on the board. So that tells you how it's going to be oriented on your board. And then also when you complete something, if you're playing solo, it will flip to the other side on your board. Or if you're playing multiplayer, then the tile will actually go to another person and they will orient the star the same way based on their board. So on your turn, what's happening is you have all of these other umbrellas out here. And then again, the big one is up there because that's kind of the central area. So you are trying to create these patterns with a single color of umbrellas. So all in a row, for example, or kind of in this pattern. So I want to look at what I have and what I need to make this happen. So potentially, if I wanted to get these all to be blue, on my turn, I could go here and I would push this in, and then this umbrella now goes over to here and is available to other players. So constantly these umbrellas are moving around and essentially dancing. And then I could decide on a subsequent turn that maybe I'm going to do this. And then on my next turn, I could do this. So I then completed here. So I got a blue one. So I decide which blue dot I'm going to cover up, working towards the bonus points. And then this card gets passed on to the next person. And I now can work on what is below. So it is very puzzly. You're constantly trying to visualize how you can move the pieces you already have into the best positions and how you can get the colors you need from the options and move them the best way. So it's very thinky. It's also recently on BGA, so if you want to try before you buy, you can do that. But this has been one of my favorite puzzle games that came out this year. I think it's really cool, really inventive. I like that these are wooden, so they're nice, high quality. I love that there's a solo mode as well as a great multiplayer. So if you like puzzle games, I highly recommend Umbrealla. I would love to know what are some of the puzzle games you love. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.